And Doomben, let's check out the market there. The runners are in the mounting yard. And here's a check of the ratings. Chinese Princess and Assumpta. So it's...
Jumped in a good line. Ben Nevis down on the inside, one of the best away with Flying Voodoo, and also Mr. Lightfoot, Spirit Guide, and further out Built Him. Nearly a line of 4 over the first of their 10 flights. And moving up now, the grey Spirit Guide went through to take it up from Ben Nevis, followed by Flying Voodoo. Built Him tracking out a little deep, and Mr. Lightfoot just behind those as they approach the second. About 2 or 3 further back in the race, Bold Impulse, a length and a half to Watch My Style, and 2 to Uracino last of all. Up to the top turn with about 2,500 metres to go, and the leader Spirit Guide, the outsider, down on the inside by 2 lengths. Ben Nevis second, a half length further back, Built Him. 2 to Mr. Lightfoot, a length and a half further back in the race, and Flying Voodoo. Over on the inside, Bold Impulse, followed second to last by Watch My Style. Uracino last of all. First to the double down the straight, and here it comes now, and Spirit Guide joined by Ben Nevis, who jumped it well. Ben Nevis has gone up on the outside of Spirit Guide, but he's taken hold of Ben Nevis to try and come back behind Spirit Guide. They're 3 in front now from Built Him. A length and a half, Mr. Lightfoot and Bold Impulse going up on the outside. These 2 leaders jumped it well with a lap to go, the one down by the stands, and Spirit Guide goes out with just under a circuit to run. 3/4 to a length in front now from Ben Nevis. 3 or 4 further back, Built Him. A length further back, Bold Impulse. The inside, Mr. Lightfoot. 4 or 5, Flying Voodoo. The inside, Watch My Style, and 3 last of all is Uracino. Out towards the flight at the 1,800 metre mark, Spirit Guide and Ben Nevis. Ben Nevis has out-jumped Spirit Guide. Little between them, about 4 lengths further back, Built Him third. Bold Impulse has gone up a length away on the outside fifth. A length into Mr. Lightfoot over on the inside. 2 or 3 lengths further back, Watch My Style, Flying Voodoo, and a gap into Uracino. Over the one at the back at the 1,500, and it's Spirit Guide and Ben Nevis, and they put on a good speed. They've got out about 4 or 5 in front of Built Him. 2 further back, Bold Impulse now 4th, Mr. Lightfoot 5th. About 3 or 4 further back in the race then, Watch My Style from Flying Voodoo, who didn't jump that well, and 3 lengths further back, Uracino. Up the back, 1,300 metres to go. Spirit Guide on the inside, again kept the lead, 3/4 to Ben Nevis. 4 lengths further back, Built Him, a length, Bold Impulse. Inside him, Mr. Lightfoot. 5 lengths further back, Watch My Style, a length and a half, Flying Voodoo, and 2 or 3 to Uracino last of all. They've gone over the top of the hill now. Spirit Guide 3/4, Ben Nevis, followed by Built Him. They're bunching up, and Bold Impulse now taking off, and he's heading up towards the front. A length further back, Mr. Lightfoot. Then Watch My Style and Flying Voodoo pulled to the outside. 4 to Uracino, coming down the side at the 800. Third last coming up, Bold Impulse with a big move. Quickly raced up to Spirit Guide and hit the lead. A length further back in the race then came Ben Nevis. Built Him is strung up on the inside, pushing through. Then Mr. Lightfoot and 2 to Watch My Style. Second last, Bold Impulse. Jumped it well, 2 in front of Ben Nevis, Spirit Guide. Built Him on the inside, then Mr. Lightfoot, 2 to Watch My Style. And forget the other 2, Uracino and Flying Voodoo. On the flat, 1 flight to go, near the turn, 500 out. Bold Impulse, 2 lengths to Built Him. Mr. Lightfoot, then further back, Watch My Style, picking up ground the rail. Then Ben Nevis, it's Bold Impulse turning for home. Here's the last coming up, a length and a half to Watch My Style, who's running on. Bold Impulse running about, comes to it, ran it down a half in front, but Watch My Style got up on the inside with a big leap coming after him. 2 to Built Him and Mr. Lightfoot. Watch My Style, Bold Impulse coming back. The grey, Watch My Style, the inside, and Bold Impulse. Bold Impulse coming back at Watch My Style, and Bold Impulse. Bold Impulse, a neck on the line to Watch My Style. 2 and a half away, third Built Him, 4th Mr. Lightfoot. Then Uracino, followed further back by Flying Voodoo. Then Ben Nevis, and last of all, tailed off, is Spirit Guide.
372 across the line. 3 Bold Impulse at $2.41.30 from 7 Watch My Style at $3.20, and 2 Built Him at $1.70.
3 Bold Impulse, 221.20. 7 Watch My Style, 370. 2 Built Him, 170.
Got on terms with him after they went over the last flight and gave him a race, with Bold Impulse just running out a little coming to the last hurdle. And Watch My Style getting all but on terms with him. May have even shaded him at one point, the grey, but Bold Impulse has come back to score number 3. 7 is second and 2 is third.
30. 7 Watch My Style, 322, Built Him, 170. Quinella, 26.20. Exacta, $32. 372 Trifecta, 182.50. In race 2, Joe Bananas opens 271.30, towed favourite, 2 blown away.
Translate to an outstanding race in the sunshine here at Riccarton Park. I'll stay with Clarify, courtesy of Radio Pacific. We link up with Rio Murtha for his call of today's feature.
The Air New Zealand Winter Cup, set and settled. They're racing. And away they go. Jolly Roger jumped brilliantly the inside of Clarify. Say Magic pushed straight to the lead. The Red Express is right with it. Nothing like a tango. And wider out is Harrison. Clarify drifting along the rail. Trying to get up amongst them is Just Because. It was followed by Hilton Jewel in the centre. Rua Kiwi lads up against the rail in the red and white. They were followed by Bridie Joe. Tiaratu Chap, the grey, is out 3 wide. And amongst them is Fly Away Home. And they were followed a bit further back in the race now as they race their way down the back by Diaga's got back in the field. Alfinity is back there, so's Manor Rookin trying to get around them now as they race their way down the side. Looks like Little Wizard. So as they travel in a bunch and inside the 800 metres, the leader is the Red Express from Say Magic. Harrison is right there. The other two chap, the grey, is 4 wide at the 800. It's followed then by Nothing Like a Tango. Up on the inside, Rua Kiwi lad trying to get around them. Jolly Roger a bit wide out. Just Because is there. Up on the inside of those now as they come towards the turn. Clarify well buried. Going towards the back is Bridie Joe. Manorook's trying to make ground with Alfinity and Hilton Jill. And also in amongst those runners now is Hot Rumours in the straight. 450 metres to go. Say Magic joins the Red Express. It's Say Magic the outside, the Red Express. The inner Harrison is right with him. Jolly Roger looking to push through. Down the outside now coming with a good run is Nothing Like a Tango. And further out on the track then at the head of the others is going to be Fly Away Home. Jolly Roger and Michael Walker go to the lead as they race down. It's Jolly Roger, Michael Walker, and he started the race with a Group 3 event win. Started the season, brilliant win. Second home on the outside would have been Nothing Like a Tango, and a good finish for the minor money. Say Magic just dying away a little bit. Rua Kiwi lad, Harrison and Hilton Jewel finishing on well. They were followed after those runners then by Clarify. Alongside of those when they crossed was Little Wizard. It was followed there by over on the outside of those, but 3 wide when they crossed the line. Just trying to observe what that one was wider out. I think it might have been High Altitude. Didn't notice much of that in the race. And it was followed well back in the race by Altitude and Bridie Joe and Hot Rumours and pulling...
OK, well, we'll leave New Zealand there and we'll have the full placings very shortly. Now, Warwick Farm.
Gates open, there they go. Maestro Maker was first to leave. Special Orders jumped nicely. So did Medicine and Shrouded. And not far away is Go Again. Keenly contested lead. Duel here. 2 lengths Machismo as they race down towards the 1200 marker. And who is going to lead? It's going to be Maestro Maker narrowly from Go Again. Special Orders travels third. Medicine is fourth. Shrouded is next on the outside. And 2.5 lengths further back comes Machismo from Donald the outside. And a couple of lengths to opponent. Down past the 900, Maestro Maker. Is the Lamplighter 3/4 of a length on Go Again, a length and a half to Special Orders, and Nectar Medicine the inside, a couple to Shrouded, just over a length to Machismo, and 2 lengths to Donald and 1 further back opponent. This is the order as they arrive at the 600 marker, and Maestro Maker establishing the speed, a half length clear on Go Again, being tracked by Special Orders, who has Medicine the inside. In 5th position Shrouded, Machismo at his girth the fence, and Donald and opponent the last pair. They are in pairs as they come onto the corner at the 400 marker. Maestro Maker taken on by Go Again and Special Orders, and straightening up, and Special Orders hits the front. Medicine going after him. Shrouded pulled to the outside, then Go Again, Machismo, and Maestro Maker's given up. Medicine hits the front now. On the inside, Special Orders can't do any better, and Darren Beedman, fresh from 4 winners here last Wednesday, is booting Medicine right away, and Medicine wins it easily from Special Orders. Photo for third between Shrouded and Donald, and then opponent further back Machismo, Go Again, and Maestro Maker stopped badly to finish Absolute.
Number 4, Medicine to return $5 and $1.70. 6 Special Orders, $1.50. Those for third, 2 Shrouded, $1.30, or number 8, Donald, $4.20.
Today he's off to a flying start with Medicine. Number 4 at $5 even and $1.60. Easy win for the Barbara Joseph trained gelding. Barbara up in Darwin at the moment, and has been there for a few weeks. Has a couple of horses in at Darwin this afternoon, and of course the Darwin Cup on Monday. She'll be strongly represented by 2 runners. The numbers here are 4, 6 and 2. Number 4 Medicine, Darren Beedman, $5, $1.60. Number 6 Special Orders, Grant Buckley second, has paid $1.60. And number 2 Shrouded, written by Rod Quinn, $1.30. The exotics, if you strike the Quinella for every dollar, $13. Exacta, $32.50, and the trifecta has paid $56.60. The winner, as I say, is by Dr. Grace from Blessed Me, raced by P.H. Joseph, C. Boge, D, R and I Hitchcock and D Dale, trained by Barbara Joseph and written by Darren Beedman, has run 1:22.69, which will stand as a record on the class basis, first running under the conditions and the journey. Right, simply too good. Go again. I don't think he's really come up the way he went at the line. Maestro Maker, well, he showed toe as he normally does and weakened right out of it. Donald plugged home Machismo every possible hope, and Shrouded I thought was disappointing. He's blitzed them, Medicine. He's flying at the moment. Here it totes. Medicine $5 and $1.60. Number 6 paid $1.60. Number 2 $1.30. $13 Quinella. $32.50 Exacta, and $56.60 was the trifecta after the first. The judge and his offsiders are collating the margins and the sectional time details.
It's got away, only fairly blown away. Went back after the start, and Biggs has jumped okay with Viacon Dios. Chaser Leader and Flying Swallow, and just behind those on the outside moving forward is Ron. Now on the inside, Flying Swallow with Biggs going up outside it. Flying Swallow leads a length and a half. Biggs a length further back, Ron. Caught a little wide of the winning post, third. Fourth in the middle, Chaser Leader from Viacon Dios. 2.5 New Kingston. Joe Bananas the fence, and 2 to Blown Away last of all. Out of the straight they go, short of 2,000 metres to run. Flying Swallow goes out with a good lead, about 3 lengths in front. Moving up to second on the outside now, Ron. One off the fence. A length further back, Biggs is running third. A length further back in the race, Chaser Leader fourth. On the inside of it, Viacon Dios fifth. The next pair, New Kingston outside, Joe Bananas, and 2 to Blown Away last of all. 1,600 out. Up the back they race now, and the leader, Flying Swallow, nearly 2 lengths in front. Across second and getting a good trail up now is Ron. 2.5 to Biggs third. A length and a half further back, Chaser Leader fourth. The inside, Viacon Dios. A length further back, Joe Bananas. At the 1,400, he's inside New Kingston, and 2.5 to Blown Away. Up the back of the track they go, no change in the order. Flying Swallow slows them up in front, a length and a half in front now from Ron. 2 lengths further back is Biggs third, a length and a half further back, Chaser Leader. Shading Viacon Dios the fence, a length further back then came Joe Bananas inside New Kingston, 2 to Blown Away last of all. Over on top of the hill, Flying Swallow over a length in front, still no change from Ron second. 2.5 Biggs running third, fourth Viacon Dios. 3/4 Chaser Leader fifth, a length further back Joe Bananas. He's over on the inside of New Kingston, and 2 lengths to Blown Away. Coming down the side, they race towards the 900 metre mark, and on the inside still Flying Swallow, only about a half in front. Ron moving up to him on the outside, 2.5 to Biggs third, a length into Viacon Dios fourth, fifth the outside, further back Chaser Leader from New Kingston. Joe Bananas waits for the run and taking off, Blown Away around the outside. Joe Bananas went back to last, but they're bunching up, 600 to go. Flying Swallow on the inside, tackled by Ron. Blown Away's made a move, and with it on the outside is Biggs, followed by Chaser Leader, and now Joe Bananas waits for a run. They're across the track turning, and Biggs has sprinted up quickly to grab Ron. Flying Swallow. Joe Bananas trying to get out down the outside, Blown Away from Chaser Leader. Halfway up the running now, Biggs in front. Joe Bananas back inside him, is battling on pretty well. Then further back, Chaser Leader. The leader, Biggs, a neck in front. Joe Bananas trying to get to him from Chaser Leader. Biggs in front. Joe Bananas starting to stretch on the inside. Biggs just the leader, and Biggs gets home. Biggs a half head on the line to Joe Bananas, third Chaser Leader. Then Viacon Dios, New Kingston. Further back in the race, Ron, the last couple. Flying Swallow and Blown Away is back at the tail.
Number 4 Biggs, 10.50, 2.60. 1 Joe Bananas, 1.40, and 3 Chaser Leader, $3.40.
4 Biggs on Super Tab, 8.70, 2.20. 1 Joe Bananas, 1.50, and 3 Chaser Leader, 3.70.
At about ahead on the line, the judge calling on the photo. Joe Bananas was starting to get out after him, but Biggs has got a margin here. He'll get it about ahead. Thought it might have been a little closer, but he'll get it. Number 4 Biggs, 1 second Joe Bananas. Just got cluttered up for a run when they sprinted down at the 600 metre mark. He switched back to the fence, park in the straight. Got out after Biggs, but he had his chance.
All right, moving in at Newcastle. Firstly, Gold Coast on the first.
Okay, we don't need...
They're off.
Came away basically as one. Miss Doopsy away nicely, and so too was Chiming Lass, who's going to lead narrowly. In Search and Brianna are right there, and Amethyst is not far away under length Bodacious Lady, and immediately the favourite drops out last. Frivolity past the 1200 they go, and Brianna is the leader, about 3/4 of a length over In Search. In the third position, Amethysta. Miss Doopsy at a girth on the outside, fourth, and then Chiming Lass, Bodacious Lady, and 3/4 Frivolity. Only 6 or 7 lengths would cover the field as they near the 800 marker, and Brianna shows the way from In Search. Amethysta on the inside of Miss Doopsy, and then Chiming Lass, anxious for leather, and the last pair are Frivolity on the outside of Bodacious Lady. This is the order galloping their way towards the 600 pole, and the second, the Fairy Walk, and the leader is Brianna. A half length on In Search, a length of Miss Doopsy. Amethysta locked away, followed closely by Chiming Lass. Frivolity is second last, and Bodacious Lady is last as they come to the bend at the 450, and Brianna shows out a half length still on In Search. Miss Doopsy 3 deep, and Chiming Lass going right around them from Amethysta. Frivolity can't get out on it, and last is Bodacious Lady. Plenty of hopes in the stretch at the 200, and here Miss Doopsy hits the front. Amethysta the inside. Brianna's called it a day, and then comes on the outside Bodacious Lady. She's warming up. Amethysta, Miss Doopsy, Bodacious Lady. 3 of them are going across, and by golly, it's a close one here between the 2 on the inside, I'd say. We've got right up against the inside Amethysta. Miss Doopsy's on her outside, and Bodacious Lady's not very far away, and she's on the extreme outer. So any one of 2 ways here, I'd say, from Frivolity, Brianna, and the last 2 were In Search in company with Chiming Lass.
7 Amethysta gets it, 16.70 and 5.30. The other one, 3 Miss Doopsy, 7.10 and $2.80. And there'll be no third, 1 Bodacious Lady fancied for third. Australia 15, New Zealand 14 now in Wellington.
Wider out. It looks from this angle to rest more between the 2 on the inside, Amethysta and Miss Doopsy. And Bodacious Lady not very far away. It's just a matter of which one's got the head down on the line. Well, gee, Bodacious Lady on that long shot is right up there too. Miss Doopsy, Bodacious Lady, and Amethysta, and the winner is number 3, has won, and that is Miss Doopsy, ridden by Mitch Newman. Number 7 is second, and that is Amethysta, ridden by Danny Beasley. And number 1, Bodacious Lady, is third, and the rider is Len Beasley. That long shot can be a little bit out of kilter here. Just having a look at the photo finish. Boy, oh boy, that was a hair's breadth. And another photo here in Sydney of a nose proportion. So the winner.
Racing, she began with them Smites as Thunder. On the outside, Calming has begun AK2 and showing speed. Goodnight Kiss. Calming and Goodnight Kiss are coming over very quickly from the outside. They go up to head off Smites as Thunder third. Over on the inside, Costly additional length further back in the race, Acropolis. Then High, followed on the inside by Napping. 2 to Kapalua, further back Awesome Diamond, then Toy Halo, and last of all Dark Wine. Over on the inside, Calming a length in front now from Goodnight Kiss, a length further back in the race. Over on the inside, Costly Edition. Smites as Thunder fourth, and they're about 4 lengths in front from Napping, and further back came Acropolis. A gap then to Kapalua. Toy Halo on the turn though, and Calming on the inside 3/4 and got away 2 lengths in front from on the outside Goodnight Kiss, followed by on the inside Costly Edition. Smites the Thunder's under pressure, but Calming at the 150 metre mark is going well. She skipped away 2.5 in front from Costly Edition. Goodnight Kiss to third from Kapalua, but in the run to the line Calming is too good, and Calming wins by 2.5. Second is Costly Edition. Kapalua grabbed third from Goodnight Kiss. Then Toy Halo. Further back Smites the Thunder. Might have run a race behind the gates. Further back in the race Dark Wine. Then High, followed by Napping. Well back is Acropolis, and last of all Awesome Diamond.
Number 1 Calming, 3.90, 1.80. 2 Costly Edition, 3.10. 6 Kapalua, $4.10.
1 Calming to return 4.20 and 1.80. 2 Costly Edition, $2.70, and 6 Kapalua, $4.70.
Number 1 Calming, ridden by Dan Brereton. Number 1.
Right, moving in Newcastle.
Brizzy raced.
National Racing Service.
They're racing, and a pretty level start too. Fear Nor bounced out in front. About a half length, the early lead on, going up very quickly on the outside. And that is Silverton Road. A length away, third is Dynamic Elite, followed by Bowl Zaffa. Then Hunter Winemaker and a couple to Triple Crown on the outside of King of Atlantis. And Elite Trooper is the tail ender. Racing along to the 1200 marker. Plenty of speed on here. And Silverton Road takes up the running for Kevin Moses. A couple of lengths on Old Fear North. Third Dynamic Elite. Bowl Zaffa on the outside of Hunter Winemaker. A couple of lengths further back in the field is Triple Crown. On its inside, King of Atlantis, and last of all is Elite Trooper, back about 8 lengths from his stablemate Silverton Road, as they work onto the side and come down to approach the halfway at the 800. And Silverton Road about 2.5 lengths on Fear North, followed by Hunter Winemaker. Bowl Zaffa is next on the outside, and then comes Dynamic Elite, about 3 or 4 to Triple Crown on the outside of King of Atlantis, and still last is Elite Trooper. Silverton Road, 600 metres left to gallop, 3/4 of a length on the favourite, pegging him back with every stride. Bowl Zaffa, to whom I'm referring, at a length the Fear North, Dynamic Elite, Hunter Winemaker. 2 lengths to Triple Crown, a length the King of Atlantis, and a couple, and under the whip is Elite Trooper as they swing for home, where Silverton Road looks as though he's history, and Bowl Zaffa straightens up more than a length on Dynamic Elite, followed by Fear North, and then Triple Crown on the outside. But at the 200 marker, Bowl Zaffa the leader, Mitch Newman hands and heels, the favourite about 3/4 to a length on Dynamic Elite, and then Triple Crown. But Bowl Zaffa in front, Dynamic Elite won't reach him, then Hunter Winemaker and Triple Crown, but it's Bowl Zaffa. 2 on the trot for Bowl Zaffa. He wins from Dynamic Elite, and on the inside, Hunter Winemaker, then Triple Crown, Fear North, followed home by Elite Trooper. Second last was King of Atlantis, and the early leader walked home last, Silverton Road.
For Bowl Zaffa, 210, 110. 6 Dynamic Elite, 230. And number 1, Hunter Winemaker, 190.
By Mitch Newman, winning double for young Mitch in consecutive races for his master, Ronnie Quinton. And $2.10 on the win tote in New South Wales, and $1.30 for the place. Number 4 is first, number 6 is second, and that is Dynamic Elite, written by Glenn Boss, has paid $2.30. And number 1 is third, Hunter Winemaker, written by Shane Dye, $1.80. Quinella, $7.80. Exacta, $11.10. The trifecta, $57.30. He's put 2 together now. Bowl Zaffa, he's by Zabil from Royal Cipher, trained by Ronnie Quinton, for Kay Mazem and Mr. A. Lee, D. Lai, T. Lung and Kay Wilkinson, and 23 starts for 6 wins and 3/3, and has run the 1600 here in 1:36.62, which will stand as a class record as the first running under the conditions and journey. It's 4-6-1, number 2 officially 4th after race 3. Yeah, 2 good bowls. Zaffa, Dynamic Elite, tried his heart out. A canny lad gelding, trained by Gary Portelli, Glenn Boss, and Hunter Winemaker got home reasonably. A brown gelding, a 7-year-old by Ed of France, David Atkins, Newcastle, Shane Dye, but from a form...
Racing. A couple of bits slow to begin. Crystal Finale, one of them, and also Shell Shocked. Others have jumped away pretty well. Regal shot away quickly with Fra Image and Endzone showing speed up on the inside. 2 lengths further back in the race, then Sonus Faber on the inside of our Slavic. 3 lengths further back, Crystal Finale from Seacombe Grove. Then the outside further back is Eureka Sanction. 4 lengths further back, Shell Shocked. Tailed off a Stolen Crown. Spread right out. Endzone up on the inside, just in front, up before the home turn. Moving forward, Regal shot, but out 3 deep in the middle. Fra Image a length into our Slavic. Sonus Faber right behind them, 5th. A length further back then came Crystal Finale, pulled out deep in a gap to Seacombe Grove. In the straight they race now on the inside end zone, tackled by Fra Image. Regal Shot's raced up to make a line of 3. Sonus Faber gets out and goes out after them as Regal Shot put its head in front now from end zone, fighting back. Then Sonus Faber the outside, Regal Shot end zone. Sonus Faber starting to wear them down. It's end zone kicking back on the inside in front, and end zone. End zone's won it from possibly Sonus Faber and Regal Shot. Further back then came Crystal Finale, followed out wider by Running On Shell Shock late. Then Fra Image, a gap then to Seacombe Grove. Then our Slavic well back in the race. Then came Eureka Sanction and Stolen Crown to the tail.
2 end zone, 8.10 and 2.30. Number 11, Sonus Faber to pay $1.80. 1 Regal Shot, $1.70.
Number 2, the inside barrier today, end zone.
2 end zone on the Super Tab there to return a win dividend in race number 4 as those final figures come up. 8.80 and 2.40, 11 Sonus Faber to pay $1.80 and one Regal Shot, $1.50.
11 and 1. It's 2 and a photo. 2 and a photo. 2 11 1. 2 11 1. The numbers coming up now. 2 11 1 end zone. 11 seconds Sonus Faber. And third will go to number 1, and that's Regal Shot. 2 11 and 1. And 59.01. That horse fitted with blinkers today, end zone. He had 58 wide gate last start here at Caulfield. He was carted off the track on the home turn. Today he drew an inside gate, the blinkers back on. And just after Regal Shot, he went up to them pretty easily out 3 wide. He went up to Fra Image and end zone comfortably. Got his head in front. Fra Image started to wilter. End zone fought back, and then Sonus Faber started to run on well. But the horse on the inside found plenty end zone, and he's beaten Sonus Faber and Regal Shot. 2.
Coming forward on. Racing this time, Sally Magic actually jumped very quickly from the outside, and she'll lead narrowly on settling from Baycan Empire, Miss Kent, and a Hasta La Cuesta a length further back, Potajan, Captain Dash, followed by Hemingway, Yellow Breeze. Is Goerl down to the 800 marker, and Sally Magic showing plenty of toe today. She leads about a length under quarter now, and Hasta La Cuesta with third occupied by Baycan Empire. And then comes Hemingway and Miss Kent just ahead of it, and a length of Potajan, and further back Goerl, followed by Captain Dash, and Yellow Breeze is the tail ender. Down past the 500 they travel, and Hasta La Cuesta going through to lead Sally Magic and neck. Hemingway third the inside from Baycan Empire, the centre wider Miss Kent, deeper still Goerl called upon for his effort. And then Potajan, Captain Dash, and Yellow Breeze. Around the corner they travel. Hasta La Cuesta the inside, and neck on Sally Magic, who's under some pressure. Baycan Empire joining in, and Hemingway gets the split. And Hemingway shot to the lead, but Captain Dash emerged. The captain grabbed Hemingway, and then Miss Kent, but Captain Dash fresh today. Oh, he raced magnificently. Captain Dash from Hemingway, and on the outside into third position Miss Kent from Yellow Breeze, and further back was Baycan Empire, Potajan, Goerl. Sally Magic weakened right out and beat one in, Hasta La Cuesta. Oh, the captain, he was on fire today. He really got through the gap and raced home to win brilliantly.
7 Captain Dash, 24.70 and 5.40. 9 Hemingway, 168. Miss Kent, 2.20.
$13.90 and $4.20. Number 7, Captain Dash. For Michael Squires, Kembla trainer Bobby Elliott, and owners Bob Elliott, the trainer, John Fletcher, Mrs. J.C. Shanahan, PR, and Mrs. B.L. Davis. My rustic amber from Danson Singh, a 6-year-old bay gelding, and 7, 9 and 8 of the placings. 9 Hemingway, second. Grant Buckley, no sooner did it get the split and got to the front, and then Captain Dash emerged when he saw daylight and swamped Hemingway. Hemingway, number 9, has returned $1.90, and number 8, third, Miss Kent, written by Scott Pollard, has paid $2.20. The exacta is $116. The Quinella, $66.60. The trifecta, $682.30. The extra double 4 and 7, $40.70. And we're waiting for the superfecta numbers to be posted. So the numbers 7, 9, 8 at this point. The time was 104.06, 104.06. And we'll have the sectional breakdown and other news shortly. Here, Captain Dan.
They're off and running. Joshua's Pride not well served to the jump away. The others have come away quickly. Out wide on the track here, and Miss Penny Money's away quickly, but Magic Music had the front early. Sport showing Speed and St. Christoph further out behind them. Sedurka onto the Name and Dandy Kid up on the inside from Joshua's Pride. Further back Zar Hero, then Geese Card followed by Marstic, and last of all Londolosi. Up along the inside, and Magic Music a half in front now from Sports. A length further back Miss Penny Money caught 3 deep third. Dandy Kid fourth back on the inside of Honour the Name. Further back in the race, St. Christoph when they come up to the turn. 2 further back Geese Card, Zar Hero followed by